Thank you very much, Ewan. As you just said, today, the 11th of April, marks World Parkinson's Day, a day that was started intended to boost awareness about the disorder and also to kind of help spur on new innovations and treatment research about the disease. Because we were speaking about it now, I think most people have the misperception that Parkinson's disease is something that affects people in their elderly years.
Well, most often, but it also affects younger people. So it's important to know what can be done to assist in the management of the condition.
Exactly.
Yes.
So please do give us a call if you have any questions concerning or regarding Parkinson's disease to 0839133728, and I'm sure Andrea will be delighted to answer them for you. We'll be right back after this break.
Be whoever you need to be with Vital.
Welkom terug. Jy's ingeskakel op jou lekker voel ontbytprogram Expresso hier op SABC3. Now, today is the 11th of April, marking World Parkinson's Day, and together with Andrea du Plessis from Vital, we're going to be talking about what you can do in order to help you treat or possibly prevent. I'm not really sure. We're going to find out about that right now. Let's first ask the question of who is at risk when it comes to Parkinson's disease. We said that most people think that it only affects elderly people.
Well, yes, as we discussed, it's a condition that's mostly known with aging, but there are individuals that experience the symptoms at an earlier stage in life. And I think with medical research and with screening tests developing, people diagnose these conditions earlier in life.
Yeah.
And I think we spoke about a few famous people that suffer with the condition. Michael J. Fox, for example.
Probably one of the most famous activists of Parkinson's disease across the world.
He raised great awareness in terms of the condition, and also with that starting earlier in life than one would normally expect.
Yeah, I think one that we didn't know either. Hitler himself had
Yes.
Parkinson's disease, can you believe it? And of
That's
course
quite
famous world
interesting.
champion boxer Muhammad Ali as well.
And I think the important thing to consider here is really how this condition affects your life in terms of your functionality,
Yes.
Being able to do your daily activities with a trembling and not really being able to control your actions. So I think that's something that has a great impact not only on your emotional well-being and physical well-being, but also your confidence. You know, so it's something that needs to be addressed.
And of course, we're going to be talking about the treatment options that are available, what you can do to kind of help you once you have got it. But what are the symptoms to look out for?
Well, the symptoms, the main symptoms that we know are the trembling. So obviously that's because of the nervous system that's affected. And if you look at treatment options with nutrition, it's not really a treatment option, but there are some strategies that can assist in the management of it.
Okay.
So the first thing to consider is the nervous system and the nutrients that are important for the nervous system. So your vitamin B complex is really important, and also omega-3 fatty acids. And those nutrients either structurally or functionally support the functioning of the immune system. And you may ask, where do we find foods that are rich in omegas?
Oh
I'm
man,
sure
we've had countless lessons on that. There's fish for days that has oily fish that contains omega-3 fatty oils, and that are so important for not just this, but for many different functions as well.
That's correct, yes. And the other foods that we're looking at are the ones that are rich in B vitamins.
Yes.
And it includes a whole spectrum of healthy foods, from eggs, chicken, meats, obviously the healthier forms of that, whole grain cereals, always the pulses, lentils and beans, nuts and seeds, fresh fruits and vegetables. So all those foods are really important.
And I know that Andrea's
good
favorite
nutrition.
lentils always
Yes.
featuring their beautiful food. But it's sad to know that you can't really do anything to prevent it. But alas, living a healthy lifestyle, having a healthy diet, taking care of your body is a way of kind of, like you said, prolonging the onset?
Yeah, or possibly delaying the onset or delaying the progression of the condition. And it's interesting, if you look at nutrition, most often the foods we eat play a supportive role in terms of keeping our bodily functions and bodily tissues healthy. But in some cases, nutrition can also play a management role with the management of a condition. And coenzyme Q10 specifically is important to consider with Parkinson's disease. They've done some research to show that a high dose of coenzyme Q10 can actually help assist in the management of the condition and reduce the trembling.
Wow.
And we actually had a customer that phoned us to say that after about 2 weeks of taking a very high dose, as prescribed by his doctor, of coenzyme Q10, he could shave himself for the first time in a year.
That is amazing.
So if you consider that whole change in your lifestyle and how you become dependent on people, and if there's something that can at least make a contribution.
Lovely. Well, Andrea, thank you very much for your wonderful advice. As always, really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
And of course, if you have any more questions, you are most welcome to ask them on Andrea's Facebook page, Andrea du Plessis, Vital Expert. She'll be more than willing to answer those questions for you. More to come on Expresso. Stick around.
Be whoever you need to be with Vital.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.